Welcome to our video on customizing the lightbox and the buttons. As you can see, we have done these ones in the black and white theme, which is a very basic theme that we have offered. Now we're going to go into the ability to create our own themes. So I've created a few other ones at a different time, which are saved. Of course, you've got the content where we are now. The light box now, let's go in there and you can see how the border now, you can make it thicker, really thick, or you can actually move the corners so they're a little bit more rounded, a little less rounded, change the actual border color, put it on red. Of course, the background, you can change different colors, any different color you have, hex codes. Of course, the font is white. Yeah, that one doesn't look quite as good. So let's go back to semi-white. And then the close icon, which is the X right here. And the media, you can have it fit to the light box or have a margin. Of course, the radius on the actual image itself. Links, which we don't have in here, but you can have them bold, italic, underlined, and of course they can change colors on the hover. These are the text, the fonts that we have. I just click in Google Fonts. There's hundreds of fonts to choose from. This is my actual font that I always use. And now we're going to name our theme. We're just going to call it Onboarding Video Shirt, for example. And then we've got the boots here. We have actually used the white, but we're going to go in and we're going to customize the light box on this one. Make a whole nother new theme. And once again, we've got the border, the background, and you can see, yeah, let's put the background red here. But there's a very interesting way to actually make that background transparent, opaque. So you can slide this over to all the way over to the left, and you can see it's getting darker because it's taking on the color of the background of the black. But I'm going to just keep it, and we'll bring it back down a little bit so you can see once we bring it over on our preview where you can see what it will be looking like. And so let's go back in, the icons, of course we showed you that. That's fit to the actual light box. And the links themselves hover on the hover, on the actual color themselves. And of course the buttons, the same type of thing, you know, where you can customize this way, that way, and the other way. That's it's branding is so important nowadays, and we want to be able to make sure that you have your brand recognized with every of these image and every content that's there. So there we are. We have the color of the hover and the color of the bubble, which now we can't even see what we've written. So let's change that font to be red. That looks good. And then, of course, you can put whatever font it is that you like, and then click done. And we're going to name another theme here, which we'll just call it Boots. And there you see, we've got all of our, we've got, yeah, you cannot make an interactive segment on top of one that's already made. So we're to click the preview, and you can see how the transparency can see the image underneath it. Sometimes it works amazing, and sometimes it looks a little bit clunky, but you have to check it out once you have it there. And then back. And that ends our tutorial on the themes and the customization of the colors and fonts.